go ahead and change the game on my stream thing real quick. Let me change my game real quick. Hold on the phone. Let's just do sports. We'll do sports. Because after all, this is sports. There we go. Let's get it done. Now, I'm going to use first, gotta eat something real quick. I'll be right back. And then go ahead, we're going to get started. I'm going to get started with the game. We're going to commentate for today. Now, let's go ahead and do this. Now, I'm going to show you all what happened last week. Number 22 in the nation, Pullman State, number 3, beat the Los Angeles Skunks. And now here's your ranked teams. Now, we're going to simulate some of these games, like this one. I feel like some of these ranked teams could be it, but I'm thinking for this week, we're going to do Michigan and Minnesota up next. That's a rivalry game. The Battle of Little Brown Jug coming for you all next. I'm going to stream some of the ranked games too today because I feel like we're not going to get all of them in 1 week. That's utterly impossible. That's number 1. Number 2, it's just utterly unrealistic. So, take it in, man. So, all right, let's begin. Now, let's first break this down to game to game to game. So, we'll start with first Utah and Corvallis State. Utah won their first game against Corvallis State. Oregon and Arizona is up next. Arizona pulls off the upset against the Oregon Wood Dogs this week. And then finally, the Pandas did lose against the Tampa State Fire Demons, making themselves 2-3. Meanwhile, California 1-4. So some very huge upsets and some very huge wins for all 3 teams. Now, up next is your week 5, in my opinion, your game of the week. Michigan Skunks, number 20 ranked, who have lost 1 game, facing the 1-3 Minnesota Porcupines for the battle for the Little Brown Jug. Coming to you live up next. Now here's your overall and all that rankings. There we go. We're doing good. Here's your roster sheet. You're welcome to pause if you want to. No, I do not want to also pause. I don't want to do that yet. Let me check my settings real quick. Yep, we're good. And there we go. We're ready to go. Now, I'm going to try to do is lower my volume for this one because, you know, it is what it is, right? And I'm going to go ahead and lower the volume here real quick. I think we're good. And like I said, if you do have some audio issues, let me know and I'll fix them. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get that in here. We'll put this down here a little bit. There we go. All right. Coming to you live up next. Got my Dr. Pepper, so Battle of the Little Brown Jug up next. Battle for the Little Brown Jug. Blech, cannot talk today. You're looking live here in the Minnesota's Luster Field, where the Porcupines are going to host the 3-1 Skunks, the number 20th in the nation. Skunks are in a 3-game winning streak after losing to California in week 1. Can the Skunks overcome against the Porcupines? All right, Skunks choose heads. The Michigan Skunks are going to get picked to choose. They're going to choose heads. It is tails. Porcupines will kick. The Skunks will defend the south goal. And here we go. And we are underway here. Welcome to the Battle of Little Brown Jug in week 5. Jack is going to return it. Nice return. Is going to be down right around the 27-yard line of Michigan side of the field. Cross Haljack, 17-yard return. Very good start. Here comes Michigan's offense. First and 10. Bowden. Nice run. 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Colton Bowden. 0 touchdowns this game today. But like I said, it's just the first play, which I don't know why that stat line's been popped up, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, number 42 in motion, Bowden. Stopped. Lost of, actually no loss, but it's defensive end, Phoenix Irwin. And now it's a 3rd and 9 coming right up. Going for a shotgun. Incomplete. Nice deflection. Nice deflection for Minnesota. And that's a 3 and out. It's a 3 and out. Nice stop for Minnesota. And here comes Minnesota's Porcupines. Reed is going to return this. It's going to be down right around the 36-yard line. 10 yards today. 1st and 10. 9-19. Man in motion. Cozart. Got a screen past the Wolf, but no gain. What a stop. Loss of 1. That was Wilfred Bodine with that 1 tackle for today. Nice stop. 9:05 already. Man, already the first minute of this quarter already gone back and forth. Man in motion. Cozart. Completes it to Morrow. Nice gain for 8. Actually, it's going to be a gain of 9, actually. I think it's a gain of 10. I'll have to see. Yep. Nice catch, though. Right near that first down. Looks like an I formation here. Looks like an I formation. Man in motion. 41's in motion. Hand out to Barron. Nice blocking for that first down. That was definitely needed for that first down. Very well done there. That I formation has definitely been beneficial. I guarantee you they've learned that in training camp for a little bit before this game. Cozart, 1st and 10. Looking, fumble, Hansen is going to return it to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Michigan! Michigan is the first one to put the points on the board. Wow. What a fumble. It was a 4-on-1. I don't know what happened there, but that was an absolute terrible breakdown for a pickup 6. What a fumble. That was Cadris Hansen with the pickup 6. What a defensive touchdown for the Michigan Skunks to kick this off. 7-0 is good. 7-0 Michigan. Very nice job. Now Minnesota has to basically respond now. Now Minnesota has to respond after that terrible play. So here comes Reed. Reed's going to return. Nice. Going to be down right around the 20-yard line. Here comes Minnesota. After that terrible fumble. I don't know what happened there, but that was a terrible breakdown on an offensive line. That's something they need to be working on in the scouting reporting soon. Huarte, nice stop. There's no gain as Shannon Huarte with the running, but he just got stopped. Nice job on the defense so far. That D-line has been really good. Cozart, 2nd and 10. Tip ball. Bunch of players. Bunch of blue and yellow coming around against 1 red and gold. So 3rd down. This defense has been really wanting to win this. Cozart looking. Deep boom. Completed. What a catch. First down. What a first down there. Look at that again. Deep balling it. Great catch. First down. That is right for Cozart. With his first deep ball pass, that was pretty good in my opinion. Very, very good. 1st and 10. Hand out to Bishop. What a hit. What a hit for that one. 2nd and 12. Loss of 2. That was for Alfonso Pinkley with that tackle for loss. Very huge. Cozart. Looking. Spin move. Down he goes. He's going to get sacked. That was a nice blitz. It was a 2-on-1 blitz. I bet you noticed they've been blitzing him all day today. Now they're going back to shotgun formation. 3rd and 23. So they might as well go deep. Cozart. Incomplete. What a hard hit for that 3rd down. He was trying to go short pass, but that was risky either way. But that was a nice defensive stop. So a 3 and out against Minnesota. So they're going for a punt. Here goes the return. Holodeck is going to return it. Lost the ball. Nice one down the 35. Down around the 35-yard line. 2 on the white. So it's literally a single back. Nice run for Bowden. I mean, he's been definitely having some yardages today. So, but he's not getting much of the yardage because of the fact he's getting stopped. So 2nd and 9, down their own 36. Hand off to Bowden. Nice run. Nice run. Gonna be down. On a gain of 7. By the way, we'll go ahead and pause this real quick. We're going to stop it. We got an ad running. So let me go ahead and get the 30-second ad rolling real quick. 30-second ad. I'm going to stop it here. Make it a 30-second ad rolling. So we'll be right back with you after these 30 seconds. All right, I'm back. We're back from the ads. Welcome back. You didn't miss much. All right, 3rd and 3 coming up. Definitely going to be doing that going forward. But anyway, 3rd and 3. Hand off to Abbott. What a stop for Minnesota. At least Minnesota's pulling off a good fight for today's game. After all, this is for the Battle of Little Brown Jug. 7-0 Michigan already. And already what a game so far. Even though Minnesota's not been doing great in the ball games right now, I guarantee we could see a classic here today if we could. So, 1st and 10 Minnesota again. We're back into it. It looks like a blitz. It looks like a linebacker blitz because if you saw the linebacker just moved, it looks like a blitz and actually worked. That was Link Masterman for the loss of 1. 2nd and 11 coming up. Kozdar looking. Down he goes with a sack. That was way too many defensive. That was like basically a 5-on-4. Way too many players to cover. And it was just not really good. So 3rd and 23. It looks like an I formation. Kozdar could have been picked off there. He could have tried. But nice stop for the defense. 3 and out for Minnesota. And now Michigan's going to get their ball back. Very nice job. For a very nice job. If you are Michigan, you're making them blitz. You're trying to force them to do passing. You're forcing them to do stuff. Meanwhile, you're forced to pass. So meanwhile, Minnesota's defense are not doing much with forcing them. But anyway, Glassberry stuff. That was a nice one. Quantity is a loss of 0. But still, nice stuff. 5 minutes to play already in the 1st quarter. It's been a back and forth game today. And not to Bowden. Nice run. Nice tackle for loss. That is Noah Lindell for his 1st tackle for loss. 3rd and 11 coming up. Looks like a single back formation. One on the left, one on the right. Rimmel looking. Complete to the Bowden, but it's not enough. Another 3 and out for Minnesota. Nice stop. Mandy Klein with a tackle on that one. Very nice job. Nichols is going to punt this. Here comes Reed. It's going to be down right around, I think, the 39. Nope, right around the 30-yard line. So, very nice return. So, here we go. 1st and 10. Here we go. Man in motion to the left. So, it looks like 2 wide receivers to the left and 1 covering on the right. Nice run, at least a decent 1-yarder, not much. It's not been a really good performance for Shane today. He's only been getting 1 yardages. Meanwhile, he's getting really tackle for losses right now. 2nd and 9, man in motion. Hand out to Harte, trying to get a run, trying to push forward. 3rd and 9, no gain. So 3rd and 9, what are you going to do if you're Minnesota at this point? Okay, it looks like a single back formation. 1 left, 1 on the right, it looks like. Cozart looking. Deep ball. Incomplete. It was a 5-on-1 coverage. Very nice defensive stop. Very nice job. It was a very nice coverage. And that was, like I said, if your defense has definitely something you needed. So here we go. Hall check. Nice return. Down in around the 1st and 10 down their own 41. 42-yard return. Here we go. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. one quarterback. They actually have 3 positions. Kwanzaa, nice run, nice blocking. That was a very nice block play. Kwanzaa for a gain of 9 to 10 yards. Very nice job. If you're Michigan, you gotta keep doing that. If you're gonna run the ball today, you need to do it. Rimmel blitzing, completes it to Bowden this time. Nice first down. Definitely something. You want to, if you're Michigan, the biggest key is make that defense have a hard time covering. And so far, this was a shotgun formation. Rimmel completes it. Compere, gain of 5 on that one. Russell Reed getting another tackle. But still, like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to blitz, but also pressure and forcing the pass. Nice tackle there. Loss of 2 by Bennett Hyman. His 3rd tackle for loss today. Very nice job. Very nice job. 3:45 to go. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Rimmel. Going for a blitz. Incomplete. Nice hit. Basically forcing him to pass a check down pass to right goal Mark Reiner, which he dropped the ball. He got hit hard. But this is going to be a 67-yarder. It's going to be long. Almost blocked. Kick is up. No good. Way too short. So here goes Minnesota. Nice special team stop there. Almost blocked on that one. So here we go. 1st and 10. Cozart. Blitzing. Incomplete. Nice stop with the SWAT. Very nice stop. And like I said, if you're Minnesota, you need to just keep at it. You just need to keep doing it. 2nd and 10. Hand out to Horante. Nice run. Gain of 5. Like I said, if you are Minnesota, if you're going to run it, you need to do your blockers favors. You need to do the blocking a lot of times. Do your offense a favor and block that defense. That's going to be your biggest challenge. Horante, stop. Nice tackle for loss. Who is that going to be? That is Wendy Times. 2 tackles, 0 sacks, and 2 deflections. Very nice stop there. Very nice. Very nice stop there. Going for a punt, almost blocked. Very nice job. Going for a punt. Oh my gosh, almost to the 1-yard line. That was almost there. So close. Very nice stop there. But anyway, looks like a single back formation. 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Hand out the Bowden. Nice stop there. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11. And 1 tackle today. Like I said, if you are the defensive line of Minnesota, you need to start pressuring. Going for a blitz. Oh, going for a blitz again. Nice completion to that wide receiver, to Oscar O'Hare for 4 yards. Very nice jump. 3rd and 7 now. It looks like a little bit like a single man because you got 1 on the left and 2 on the right here. 2:30 to play in the 1st. Rimmel. Incomplete, just completely threw it away, and that was a nice 3-and-out for Minnesota. Like I said, Minnesota is giving Michigan a hard time to gain these first downs. Definitely blitzing, definitely giving Michigan a hard time to cover. Meanwhile, Michigan is trying to figure out how to get these first downs. Here comes Reed. And like I said, that defense really helped that 1 big pickup 6. And like I said, they could have blitzed on the QB most of the time, but I guess they're playing a little bit more conservative because they know they're in the lead now. But anyway, 2:19 the 1st. Cozart. Incomplete. That was a nice swat by the defensive linebackers. I think it was one of the defensive linebackers. Very nice stop. Very nice stop there. All right. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Cozart looking. There he goes, man. He just got clobbered. Who was that sacking to? Who was the sack earned to? Kendrick Mouseby, the lead defense. He just got, the QB just got smacked. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. 3rd and 20. Single man formation. Cozart. Blitz. Completes it, but not much. 3 yards, a 3-and-out. Very nice job. An injury on the play. The right guard, D. Mills, a pinched nerve of the neck, but a recovery in 2 weeks. But is he going to play, though? That's going to be the question. Can he still play with that pinched nerve? We're going to see if he does. Yes, he is going to play. Wow, he is going to play. 4th and 17. Going for a punt. And here comes Michigan. Hallcheck is going to return this. Going to be down right around the 45-yard line. Very nice offensive stop if your defense. Very nice stop in defense. Like I said, if you're Michigan, you're doing a good job on that defensive line. Singles for Minnesota because right now they're really stopping the run game, and Michigan's really trying their best doing the running game when they need to be focusing on getting the passing game. 2nd and 10, stop again, 1 yard. Actually, it was actually a 3rd and 8. I mean, they're trying to run, but here we go, 3rd and 8. They're making it. They're trying to cover. But now they're in a kind of a single man formation a little bit. Rimmel. Oh, here we go. Blitz. Completes it to Bowden. Not enough for the first down. Nice stop. Nice defensive stop for Minnesota again. But they're going to go for it. Wow. Absolute gutsy call. 4th and 2. Rimmel. Looking. Deep chunk. Threw it away, turn on downs. That's the first 4th-down conversion. I don't know why Michigan want to do that. You should have punted at least. And now here comes Minnesota. That was a really not smart touching decision because that basically put your QB and wide receivers in danger. 1st and 10, man in motion. And Ferrante, stop. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Link Masterman with his 2nd tackle for loss tonight. Very nice job. 55 seconds already in the 1st quarter to end the 1st. And like I said, we'll have an ad break in a little bit. Kozar. Oh, Kozar. Wait, Kozar, down he goes with a sack. He just got clobbered. He just got destroyed with that loss for 2. Actually, another sack. That's Link Masterman. 3rd and 12. Absolutely just blitzing that play and shutting that one down. He should have ran on that one. Kozar completes it, but not enough for the first down. Not even close, but nice shutdown. If you're Michigan, that is a good positive way to end that because that 3rd down was, I don't know who's been teaching this, the QB on doing that, but that was not a good decision. Here comes Hallcheck. Be down the 20-yard line. "15 seconds in the 1st. Here comes Bowden. Nice hand on down at the 24-yard line. 5 seconds to go in the 1st. Hand off to Bowden. Stop. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. Score is Michigan 7, Minnesota 0. We'll be right back with your ad break. And we are back here for quarter number 2. Sorry for the wait there, but anyway, we're underway for quarter number 2. First and 10. Going for a check down. Bowden. Almost there, first down. Actually, the third down. That was a nice stop. I think it was a 3rd and 5, I think. But that was a nice stop from Minnesota. That was definitely a play they needed for that first half. Like I said, we're definitely going to be doing another ad here after. We will do an ad after the first half, and then we'll be taking a little bit like a 15-minute break. So like I said, if you do need to get some snacks for that first half, definitely be getting a break there all that soon. So definitely be getting all that set up too. Nice stop though for Michigan though. 2nd and 12. Vinny Harmer with that loss for 2. 2nd and 12, 9:28 to play. Man in motion to the right. Cozart going for deep. Great catch. Very nice catch. That was a gain of 8 for that one. Definitely a great catch going out of bounds. Ian Harmon, very good job putting the feet down before out of bounds. 3rd and 4. Man in motion to the left. Cozart. Deep ball. Let's see. They're going to call it a first down. No, they're going to call it a 4th down. Nice stop for Michigan. Definitely, the QB wanted to try and do something. You know, he did his best, but very nice stop for Michigan. But I'll definitely will give almost flopped there with that one special teams open. Very nice stop for Michigan, but very nice job. Very nice job on Minnesota's part to at least, you know, do all that. But anyway, 9:01 to play. Man in motion to the left. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Looking. Completes it. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1. 8:50 to play. Man in motion. Rimmel. Looking. Incomplete. 3rd and 1. Very nice job if you are the defensive Minnesota. You're doing a really good job of handling things down. Nice first down for Bowden. Nice little pitch around with that one. Very nice pitch to Bowden on that one. That was definitely needed. Definitely a run play. Definitely something to put that first down marker and move the chains. So 1st and 10. Here comes Bowden. Nice run again. Nice juke for Bowden. So gain of 6 on that one. 2nd and 4. Here goes Michigan's running game coming to play. And like I said, if you are Bowden, Colton, you definitely need something. 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Abbott's. Nice stop. 3rd and 2. Coming up. 8:09 to play. 8:05 to play in the second quarter. Man in motion to the left. Hand out to Bowden. Nice stop. First down. 7:53 to play with. So here we go. Looks like a shotgun formation all on the left, but actually they're going for a QB sneak. I don't know why you want to do that, but that was a gain of 1. Actually, that was Colton Bolden for that run, which is gutsy. I'll say that much. That was a gutsy call. I don't know why you want to do a running back sneak like that, but that's crazy. Abbott for the handoff. Oh, here comes Abbott. Nice job on the run. Gain of 6 on that one. I think it was a gain. Actually, it was a gain of 7 actually with that one. So the running back game for Michigan is really starting to play out for this second quarter. Rimmel. Oh, they're going for a blitz. Incomplete on that one. Overthrew the wide receiver. That could have been a first down and more on that one that they could have. But very nice job for defense of Minnesota. Definitely holding on the pressure a lot on that one. So the ball will be going out of bounds down their own 19. Very nice punt. Very nice job for Michigan to take care of that punt. So 1st and 10, 7:16 to go. And as I typically say before, this is definitely one of those situations you want to take advantage of. Nice pass. Gain of 8. That is Kylan Barron-Cohen for that run, that catch and run. 2nd and 2, 7:05 to play in the second quarter. Man in motion. Cozart looking, going for a blitz. Down he goes. That is a sack for Minnesota. 6:55 to play. Third and 11. Man in motion. Cozart. McLaurin. 3 now, 4th down. Going for a punt. Here comes Halchek. Down he goes. It's going to be down to the 45 of Minnesota, and here comes Michigan. They're in a very good field position now. They're in a very good field position. And if you're Minnesota, you're doing your best, so you're trying to avoid more points on the board. First and 10, Michigan. Incomplete. Almost got picked off. Very nice job on the defense for Minnesota. Again, I'm starting to notice that Minnesota's defense, when Michigan is starting to pass the ball, they're being too pressured. They're basically, Minnesota's trying to get the pass rush going. But nice run. But he lost the helmet. That was Colton Bolden for that one. 3rd and inches. Now, if you're Michigan, you just need to run the ball. That's all you need to do. Run the ball, make at least a block, and you'll be fine. Hand out to Bolden. Nice run. At the first down, move the chains. Barely got the first down, but nice job if you're Michigan. If you're Michigan, at least do something. At least get the ball moving. At least take advantage of it, and now you'll be fine. Abbott's. Here goes Abbott's running a big hole. Gonna be down. First down, Michigan. Running a big hole like that, that's gonna make a huge difference. That's Lucci Abbott's for that one. Apps for that one. 1st and 10. 5:48 to play in this first half. Man in motion. Rimmel looking. Deep ball, incomplete. That was a 2-on-1 coverage on that one. Very nice job. 2nd and 10. 5:41 to play. Like I said, if you are the defense, you want to make a stop here. Nice stop. If you're Minnesota, at least allowing a field goal, at least make it a 2-score game. But that doesn't make it very bad, at least for this Minnesota defense to allow a field goal for a stop. Rimmel. They're going for a blitz. Deep ball. Almost got picked off. Incomplete. Nice job on the defensive side of Minnesota to at least avoid a huge first down like that. This is going to be an easy chip shot. Here we go. Almost blocked. Kick is up. And barely good. Guy threw the ball on that one. 10-0 Michigan. There we go. Kane Ontong for his first field goal. 10-0. Very nice kick. So here we go. And Minnesota's going to call for the touchback. And here comes the Minnesota offense. Down their own 20. Handoff, stuffed. Lost of 2. That was Wendy Times, the linebacker, for that first down sack. Definitely a huge playmaker, in my opinion, for Michigan. Hand out to Bishop. Trying to force it. Trying to get a first down, but Bishop's only going to get 1 yard. This defensive line for Michigan is definitely going to play a big role for the next couple of seasons. Cozart looking. Cozart going to the left. Looking. Going to the left. He's going to run it, but down he goes. No gain. A 3 and out against Minnesota. Very nice job. That was Link Masterman again shutting him down like that. I'm starting to notice a pattern with Link Masterman, where he is literally, here goes Chang, going to be down around the 43-yard line, but Masterman has really been shutting him down all night. I mean, I still don't understand why that one play in the first quarter where, anyway, 1st and 10, Rimmel going deep ball, incomplete, almost got picked off twice. But I still don't understand why Cozart was running near the blue line and then he did not throw it. At least try something. Hand out to Bowden. Stop. Nice run for a few yards. Very nice job. And like I said, Michigan is at least trying new things. Trying to figure out how they can beat this Minnesota defense, which they're already winning by 10 points. So 3rd and 7. Rimmel. Looking. Deep ball. Completes it, but not enough for the first down. Nice stop for the defense. That is a Masri Kawanzi again for that almost that first down. Very nice stop for Michigan, for Minnesota. But nice stop for Minnesota for that one. So they're going for a touchback, and here comes Minnesota again, down their own 20 again, trying to figure out a way to get the first down. So 1st and 10, Kozar completes it. That was a fast move decision. I guess he made the tight end wide open. Now is Ranger McTeer, a 10-yard catch for the first down. Very nice work. If you were Minnesota, you definitely want to make at least a chunk of plays like that, because that can help you. Nice run, but no gain. That is Shanhorte, but he is losing yards today. He has been shut down mostly all day today. 2nd and 10. Here we go. 2-man in motion. Horte stopped. Loss of 2 again. That is Welver Bodine, the short safety for the stop. So 3rd and 12. Man in motion. Kozar, I don't know what you're doing. You're getting blitzed. Completes it, but it pops off his hands. Incomplete. That was an absolute terrible disaster of a stop. I mean, that was a terrible disaster of a play. I don't know why you want to make a play like that. That's a very dangerous sack, easy sack if they had the opportunity. But Hall Jackson returned this down to 47 Minnesota, and here comes Michigan. And like I said, if you are Michigan, you just want to take your time. You got 3 minutes and 10 seconds before halftime. Enough time to at least collaborate, figure things out before the first half. And here comes Bowden. What a big hole that was. That was a very nice big hole for Colton Bowden to go through. Almost a first down too. 2nd inches now. You can just go in, run it. You can try to run it, or you can go pass and basically try something new. Rimmel passing it, completes it. Swansea for that first down. Here comes Michigan marching through. Nice pass. Very nice pass there. That could have been picked off if he made a bad angle, but that was a very nice one from Masri Kwanzi for that first down. So now near the red zone, hand out to Bowden. Bowden, nice run there. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3rd. Now in the red zone, Minnesota side of the field, and here we go. If you are Minnesota, you need to make a stop here. Bowden, stop. Again, gain 3rd and 2, only allowing a gain of 1 on that play. Very nice job. 2:23 to play. 3rd and 2. Man in motion. Hand out to Abbott's. What a stop. 3 and out. 2:10 to play. So they're going to kick it. Almost blocked. Kick it up. No good wide left. Very nice stop for Minnesota. Very nice special team stop. And like I said, now, if you're Minnesota, you need a touchdown at least. So 1st and 10, I don't know what this formation is. This is wild formation. Duarte, nice run. That is a play they definitely needed. Finally something if you're Minnesota. And now a 2-minute warning. At least a very nice start to play with. So now down your own 26, and if you are Minnesota, you need to get your first downs going. Duarte stopped. 3rd and 2 now. If you are Minnesota, you need this first down. You need at least a first down. Now you need to also make some blocks. 3rd and 2, 1:43 to play. Nice stop, and again, those kind of plays don't really work on 3rd downs, because what the Michigan players do really well is their defensive package has been really well done. Their defensive package is very good. So like I said, if you are the defense of Minnesota, you need to start making some changes on your depth chart and making things working. But they're going to take this clock to the final minute, which is, I don't know what to say about it anymore but like I said, at halftime, we'll be getting a 15-minute break. At least gives me a breather and all that. So like I said, I'll get that ready to go. Gives me a 15-minute break. And then you guys will be getting an ad, and then get your snacks and all that once the 5-minute mark hits. I'll let you all know. But yes, it's going to be out of bounds down the 45-yard line. 58 seconds. And like I said, if we do have time for basketball, I will do basketball for you all today. I will do some basketball today. But anyway, first and 10, nice stop. Nice stop. At least second and 11. Like I said, if we can do basketball today, like I said, if I do it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow. Like I said, it'll be a short stream tomorrow. But anyway, nice deflection. Third and 11. So 42 seconds. Third and 11. I don't know why if you're number 4, you're just trying to get your hands up and getting ready to go automatically. You're not ready. And Bowden had a really terrible pitch. A nice stop for Minnesota. Nice 3 and out. And a timeout call for Minnesota, which I don't think it was a good. I think you should have called your timeouts once the 5-minute period hit. Because in my opinion, you're already going to be not helping your situation now. Because now you need to really recollect yourselves. Here comes Reed. Nice special teams return. Down their own 27 for 15-yard return. So here we go. First and 10, down 29 seconds to go. And if, like I said, if you are Minnesota, at least you want to do something. At least try something. Ferrante, nice run, but not much. But an injury on the play, and that is Minnesota again. The second injury, that is the center. Pulled calf muscle, out for 2 weeks. Man, Minnesota has been giving a rough night tonight with these injuries. Already 3 injuries on their injury report here today. So 26 seconds to go. Second and 9. Hand out to Huarte. Nice run. Gain of 3. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to get things done. You know, you need at least in the second half to do better on your running games, and especially in your passing game. Going deep. Hit ball incomplete. Very nice 2-on-1 coverage for Michigan. Very nice job. And like I said, now they have to basically, if you're Michigan, just try something at least at this point. Just try to just go ahead and waste that clock, right? So they're gonna return it. Yep, it's gonna be the end of the first half, and then we'll get in our halftime show. Nice dump, and that is it. But it's halftime, and here we are. Here's your stats, and like I said, I think it's a very nice defensive game. Very much not allowing much yards in that first half of the Battle of Little Brown Jug, and it's been a really good game. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, and then I'll give you a little bit of a 3-minute break, another ad break of 3 minutes, and then I'll be back in a little bit. And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here for the second half. And we are underway here. Nice return to Reed. He'll be down the 29-yard line. Down to Reed, returns to around 27 yards. So here we go. Minnesota's going to get the ball on the first down. Here we go. 9:53 to go in the third. What a start here for the second half. Cozart looking. Deep ball. Incomplete. Wilford Bodine with the swat. Very nice job. If you are Michigan, very nice job. And here we go. 2nd and 10. And here we go. Cozart looking. Deep ball again. Incomplete. That time is incomplete. I don't know who actually swatted that one. I think that's Bodine. We'll see. I'll have to see it again after the stream. But very nice stop there. 3rd and 10. Cozart. Deep ball again. A 3-on-1 coverage again. Nice coverage for Michigan. Very nice stop. If you're Michigan, definitely something you desperately needed for your situation. And here we go, a 3 and out. And here we go, Halchek is going to return this. It's going to be down around the 28-yard line. Nearly the same as Minnesota's position as our last drive. So here comes Michigan. 1st and 10. And like I said, if you're Michigan, take your time. Don't go too fast. Rimmel. They're going for a blitz. Minnesota, blitz. Great catch, first down to 39. Definitely something you needed if you're Michigan. That was actually a large out route. No one covered that out route, which is pretty huge if you're Minnesota. You cannot allow those kind of out routes to happen. Handoff, wide open. That could have taken to the house, just saying. Total of 53 yards today for Michigan today. So 2nd and 6. Very nice run. 9:04 to play. And like I said, Rimmel looking. Incomplete. Could have been picked off at Xander Hobson. What the swat on that one. 3rd and 6. Down their own 44. Himmel. Interception for Dalen. He got intercepted. What a stop there. Very nice interception. That was a one-on-one coverage, and that was a very nice job. That was Alder Dahlin for that interception. Very huge. 1st and 10 for Minnesota, down their own 44. Hand out to Huarte. They're going to just basically go push, pushy push, get for a couple yards. So 2nd 8. All right, 2nd 8 for Minnesota. They're going to hand out to Huarte, and already it was all one-on-one, and at least a gain of 1. You would assume it'd be gain of 1, but nice stump there. There's no gain to play. So 3rd and 8 on that play. 3rd and 8. Down their own 30-47. Looking. Cozart looking. Cozart, down he goes with a sack. Nice stump. Who sacked him? That's the question. That was a nice sack. That was the outside linebacker, Wendy Times. Another sack for Wendy for that one. So here comes the sack, and it's going to be a touchback. So Michigan's going to be back to their own 20. And here we go. Like I said, if you are Michigan, you want to make the stop happen. So 8:15 to go. Down their own 20-yard line. Here we go, blitz. Why would you do that? That could have been caught too, but again, another possible interception that the QB should be grateful at least nothing happened on that play. So 2nd and 10. 8:09 to play. 2nd and 10. Hand out the Bowden. Almost got destroyed, but he got hit hard on the 2nd down. So gain of 2 either way. So 3rd and 8. 8 minutes to play on the 3rd. Sack. Oh, Rambo's gonna be blitzed. Going down he goes with that sack. Another sack, but this time it's for Minnesota. Matthew Search. Mr. Search himself for the sack. Very nice job. But yes, welcome back to Mr. Search on that one. Reed is gonna return this down near midfield on that one, down the 49. Around the 48 actually for Minnesota. So here we go, 1st and 10. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to take the advantage of that one. Here we go. Pass it to Bishop. Nice pass to Bishop, the fullback. Brooks Bishop. Very nice pass. 2nd and 8. 7:23 to play. Hannah Tuarte stopped. Loss of 3. Actually, now they're back to 3rd and 10. Very nice job. Very nice job. 3rd and 10. Man in motion. Cozart looking. Blitzing. Going. Actually going to miss it, but he's going to deep ball this. Incomplete. I don't know why you did not jump. I don't know why you just jump like that. You could have stayed there and at least tried to catch it. I mean, that was a gutsy pass. I'll respect that, but still, that was way too high on that one. They're going to punt it. Going to be down at the 5-yard line of their own Michigan field. That is going to be horrifying if you're Michigan right now. That is a very nice special teams defense right there. That was a nice job from the special teams side of the field. So 6:57, nice stop, but nothing much on that one. That was a nice, I mean, now Michigan has no choice but to pass. You're in your own backyard. You need to get the first down. So 2nd and 10. Here we go. Ramel looking, passing it over, basically threw it away. So now it's 3rd and 10. 6:42 to play. On this one, 6:42 to play. 3rd and 10. Rimmel looking, completes it. Wansky not enough for the first down. Very nice 3 and out for Minnesota's defense. Very nice job. 6:30 to go. Here we go. Here comes Reed. Going to be down at the 49-yard line for Michigan. Here we go. So, 6:23 to play in the 3rd. Here we go. Nice stop, though, for left defensive tackle John Salvato for that one. Very nice jump. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Cozart looking. Cozart, down he goes. That's going to be a sack. Down he goes. Kedrick Molsby, 3 sacks. 5:58 to go. 5:55 to go for the 3rd. Cozart almost got picked out. That could have been picked off. What a nice stomp there. Very nice stomp for Michigan. So they're going for a punt. And here we go. Down around the outside of the 9's. Michigan side of the field again. Man, Michigan has been having the rough end of the stick in this 3rd quarter. 2nd straight drive where they're in their own backyard. Absolutely horrendous. Handoff to Bowden, ends up with no gain. That was the freshman from St. John's, Michigan. I mean, he is definitely trying to at least help something to get the first down. 2nd and 10, Rimmel. Screen pass, nice blocking. That is Comper. Eddie Compier for the 6-yard catch. I think it was a screen. So very nice screen there. Definitely something. So 3rd and short, 3rd and 4. What are you going to do if you're Michigan? Hand out the Bowden. Nice stop. That's a 3 and out for the defense again. Down this time with the 14-yard line Michigan. That is George Yambro for that one. Here comes the punt to Minnesota. It's going to be down around the 38. So here we go, down at the 49 of Minnesota. 48 again. So already been nearly 3 straight drives where Minnesota is right near midfield at least. 1st and 10. Here comes Minnesota. Here we go. Cozart. Almost got nice defense. That's Wilfred Bodine for the one on that one. Very nice job. 2nd and 10. 5 minutes to play in the 3rd. After that, we got another ad break coming up. 5 minutes to play. Man in motion. Cozart looking. Cozart is going to the right. Nice check out for Arte. He's coming right around down to the 35-yard line. First down, Minnesota. Here we go. Nice job for that one. You just went to the right and just straight up passed it. Arte made it wide open for that one. Very nice job for the Minnesota offense. At least give the QB at least more awareness. I respect for Minnesota at least trying to let the O-line at least handle the work on getting that first down, which it worked. Here comes Kozart. Need to go backwards. He's going to try looking. Down he goes with a sack. Down he goes. He should have threw it away or something. He should have threw it right or something. So just chuck it at least. But anyway, 2nd and 24, 24 to go in the third. Man in motion. Man motion to the left. Kozart. Incomplete. Nice stop for Michigan's defense. That is going to be Julius McLaurin, trying to get that catch in there. But anyway, 3rd and 20. 2-man in motion. Kozart turn to the right. Looking. Deep ball. Incomplete. That could have been a first down, but not enough. And again, they're going for the punt. Very nice offensive stop there. Almost 4 minutes to play in the third. And again, another 3-minute act coming right up. Wait, hold check. What are you doing? Hold check's going to be down at the 7-8 yard line. What was that? Michigan, what are you doing? You should be taking the touchback. Wow, what a absolute bad move. And down he goes. That is a loss of 7. I think that was supposed to be a handoff, which now down their own 1 yard line. Absolutely crazy. Handoff to Bowden. Nice run, but not much. Still down your own 1 yard line. Like I said, if you are in your own 1 yard line, you're not doing well. Rimmel looking. Deep ball chucking. Incomplete. Almost had a little bit more leg speed and he would have going to take it to the house. Would have taken it to the house. Almost had it. No. A 3 out for Minnesota, and here comes Minnesota. See where they're going to get it. So they're going to be passed around their 40-yard line down to 35 with a hard hit. Russell Reed with a 12-yard return. Here comes Minnesota. This time Minnesota's in a really good position to at least get the first down. 1st and 10, 3:27 to play. 1st and 10, Kozart looking. Down he goes with a sack. I don't know why you want to really go shotgun when they went on blitz on you. Again, that's crazy. I mean, that was a really nice blitz for Michigan, but again, I don't understand why Minnesota wants to risk the passing when they could have tried to get a run. But here we go. Here goes Ronte with a run. Nice run. Gain of 6 on that one. That was about 10 yards rushing today. But definitely something that at least put the ball on his hands. So 3rd and 14. 3rd and still long. Completes it, but not enough. But let's see. They're going to go for the kick or they're going to just go for a punt. Which if I was the coach, go for a punt because it's not enough for the first down. But they're going to go for it. It's a long one. It's a 67-yarder. Kick is up. Got it. What a kick. It's good. 3 Michigan. Minnesota's on the board. A 53-yarder. That was a 53-yarder of a kick. That was nice. Here goes Honchek. Here comes Minnesota. Going to try to get him down around the 20. And here comes Michigan. They're back in the offense, allowing a field goal from the defense. Let's see if Michigan gets something. 1st and 10. 2:38 to play. Man in motion to the left. Rimmel looking. Going for blitz. Nice check down. Levervin. Van Lervin for that gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Down their own 26. 2:28. Handoff to Bowden. Oh, nice spin move. 1st down and more. Oh, there's going to be a 1-man to beat. Bowen. He's going to take it to the house probably. Yep, he's going to take it. No, he's not going to take it to the house down the 13-yard line. Near the red zone. Nice handoff for Bowen. That is definitely something if you're Michigan. That was something they needed. That spin move. I knew that he was going to take it to the house one day. And he could definitely do it at 61 yards. First and 10. First and 10, now you're on 12. Hand out to Abbott. Stopped. Gain of 1. 9 tackles of the day today for Ben Teitman. Here we go. One more touchdown on my channel. I think Michigan could win this. 149. Rimmel looking. Catching it incomplete out of the hands. That's hand drop Studebaker with the stop. Very nice stop. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to make the stop. 3rd and 9. Deep bullet. Caught it. Touchdown. Michigan. Who was that for the catch? Let's see. That was a nice, beautiful deep ball catch for number 1 as Bo Long for his touchdown. Bo Long for the touchdown. 17-3. Go kick. Almost blocked it. The extra point is good. Almost blocked it. And 17-3 for Michigan. Very nice job for the offense for Michigan to at least let the running game go along with their offense. But the thing is, like I said, your offense should be not reliant on just your running offense. So now down your own 9-yard line for Minnesota. And like I said, if you're Minnesota, you need to get first downs. You need to get first down to get things done. Handoff, no gain. 2nd and 9. And here we go. And like I said, if you are the offense of Minnesota, Gozart looking. Incomplete. 1:23 to play. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to get a first down. Gozart looking. Gozart. Oh, almost got sacked. Deep balling it. Incomplete. Three and out of the defense for the defense of Michigan. Blech. Nice stop for Michigan's defense. There we go. Nice punt. Going to be down around the 45-yard line for Michigan. Like I say, if you're Michigan, you need to make this stop right now. And like I said, if you're Michigan, you need to just basically chew this clock for the second half. You need to chew it. Rimmel looking, blitzing, incomplete, just drew it away. Now the clock stops to 1:07. Like I said, if you are Michigan, you cannot allow that to happen. You need to chew it. At least get some possession of the ball in your hands. Bowden, nice run. There you go. That's something. And now 1 more minute to play in the 3rd. And like I said, if they can do this at 4th quarter, basically score 1 more touchdown, you're basically proving that Michigan can pull this off. Nice pass to Bowden, but not enough for the first down. But still, you gotta give yourself some credit if you're Michigan. Just chew that clock off. You're just basically trying to chew it for the 3rd. Anyway, down, going for a long one, almost blocked 2 times. Got enough distance, but not enough. Got enough oomph for that distance. No good, too short. So now 39 seconds. Minnesota has the ball for the 3rd. And like I said, they'll have the bench for about 3 minutes. Get their breather. Cozart. Screen pass, Rante. Nice run there. Now past midfield down to Michigan's 49. Like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to be in that good field position. You need to get that first down. So 2nd and 5, 23 seconds. Man in motion, Bishop, nice stop. Gain of 1. 15 seconds. 3rd and 4. 17-3 Michigan. Man in motion to the left. Huarte stopped. What a stop there. If you are Michigan, you're making the stop. Now, end of 3rd. We'll go ahead and stop from here. I gotta take a little bathroom break, but I'll be back. Meanwhile, enjoy the ad break. I'll give you a 3-minute ad break, so enjoy while it lasts. This is your final ad break for the stream. And we are back with this event. It is time for the main event. It is your fourth corner for the Little Brown Jug. Here we go, 4th and 4. They're going to go for the punt. Welcome back. And they're going to go for a punt, and it's going to be down right around the 20-yard line or 19-yard line of Michigan. So a little bit more of a simple play. And here comes the Michigan Skunks for possibly one of the last final drives for this game. For the Little Brown Jug. Hand out to Bowen. Nice run. Like I said, nice run. If you are look at that. Any kind of run at this point is really going to help you with your stat line at this point. And like I said, if you're Minnesota, you need to win this game too. Rimmel looking. Completes it. Going to be gain of 4 on that one. 3rd and 3. Actually, it's going to be gain of 5 actually. So now, 3rd and 3. It looks like a single back. It looks like a kind of like a shotgun formation a little bit. Rimmel looking. Deep bowling it. Got it. That's O'Hare for the first down. Move the chains. Nice job. Got it. And like I said, if you are Michigan, those kind of plays are really going to help you for your first downs. And like I said, any kind of points at this point that you build up is going to help you with this game. And like I said, this could help you with your momentum. Deep ball again, incomplete. This time it was a little risky. It was a 4-on-1 situation. You could have gotten picked off if it was tipped. It could have been anyone's ball game at that point. That would not have been good. So 2nd and 10. Another chance. Deep ball, incomplete. And again, Alder Dallin got the tip on that one. Like I said, very nice offensive nice job on the defensive backside of Minnesota. So their blitz, down he goes. That's a blitz. He did not see it coming. That was a linebacker blitz. Actually, it was a defensive end blitz, actually. But very nice job. The defensive end knew a weak spot, got it, and that was a nice 3 and out on the spot. And here comes Reed, gonna be down to 30, and here comes Minnesota. A little different scenario than usual for Minnesota. A little bit more different than last quarter. Most of the time, they'll be right around near the midfield. So 1st and 10. Hand on to Horante. No blocking on that one. Nice shutdown, loss of 4. I don't know why you want to go backwards on the other side. That's not how you do running. And again, very poor decision if you're Minnesota. You cannot do that. Hand out to Horante. No gain on the play. 3rd and 14. You need to go passing at this point. 3rd and 14. The goal comes down to this. 1 to the left, 1 to the right. I formation. Incomplete. 4th down. Nice stop on the Michigan defense. And again, if you're in Minnesota, you cannot allow... I feel like at this point, they need to get better running backs. Especially the ones that do that. Almost a block. Where they are just going back where we're doing. You cannot go back once you make a run. That's always been rule 101 for running backs. You cannot, when you do a swing run, do not go back. Keep following your play. Keep moving. Just make it happen at this point. 1st and 10. Bowen, nice run. Nice run there. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. And like I said, if you are Michigan, you know, you just need to chew the clock. At this point, you just need to chew it, win this game, leave out there with a Little Brown Jug. But now that he goes with the blitz, I don't know why you want to run away. You should have drew it away on that one. But nice blitz on the defensive end side of things. That was led defensive tackle Noah Lundell with a nice little sack there. So 3rd and 17. Man in motion. Nice completion, but not enough. 3 and out. Nice stop for the defense. And like I said, if you are the defense of Minnesota, you should pat yourself behind the back at least. You have limited most of the points that Michigan has made. This is probably one of the lowest affairs I have seen. One of the lowest, in my opinion. Okay? One of the lowest. I'll probably have to look back after this game. But it's probably one of the highest as well. Because I have seen teams where these other teams who score like 60 points. Nice stuff there. Loss of 2. I've seen like Georgia score like 60 something. I've seen Bama score like 50 or like 70 something points. Some of these teams were just blew off the charts with the points. But nice pass to Bishop. Nice stuff there. So 3rd and 5 coming up. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, at least try something at this point. Put some pride on it at this point. Put your points on the board. Especially if it's a touchdown at this point. 7-10 to go. Cozart looking. Deep balling it. Oh, he's going to chuck it. Interception for Bodine. Nice stop for Bodine. Intercepted. And again, that was a nice interception there. He overthrew it. There was a one-on-one coverage, and he knew this was not going to go well. That was Redford Cozart to Wilfred Bodine, the short safety, which Bodine has been doing a very good job today. Been doing a lot of swats. Oh, there's going to be a blitz. Completes it to Mark Groner. Completes it for a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. And like I said, if you're Michigan, you need to chew the clock now. You need to take some time and at least get the first down. And on, no gain, loss of 1. So now 3rd and 7, go for a pass. That's George Yarborough. 8 tackles this game today. 3rd and 7, man in motion. Rimmel looking, blitz. Deep bowling, a wide open. There you go. If you're Michigan, you need to get those first downs. But like I said, Minnesota, I knew it was going to happen where Minnesota's going to have some struggles in this 4th quarter, and that was definitely one of their struggles. At least covering plays like that. That was not their best situation. So now hand off to Bowden. Stuffed, loss of 1. That was Homer Wallman, the inside linebacker. Definitely one of the best in this team, in my opinion. Definitely an up-and-coming star in this Minnesota team. Rimmel looking. Completes it again. O'Hare for the first down. Here comes Minnesota. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, you're doing well at least handling in the ball down and getting the first down. That's all that matters in this game of football. It's the trenches. It's what's called the trenches for a reason. Here goes Bowden. Nice run. It's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown. A rushing touchdown for Michigan. 23-3 Michigan. Very nice run there. Look at that again. Nice blocking. 1, 2, and then do one more to beat the punch for the touchdown. Very nice job for Michigan. And here we go. 5:55 to play in the 4th. The extra point is good. And here we go. We are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes Reed with a return. Gonna be down right around the 27-yard line. First and 10. Down your own 27. Cozart looking. Deep balling it. Hip balling it. Incomplete. 5:45 to play. 2nd and 10. Down your own 27. And that's Huarte. Stumped. 3rd and 11. Kendrick Malsby. 8 tackles for him today. Kendrick's doing a really good job of handling things right now. Cozart looking. Deep ball. Intercepted. For Michigan again. Nice job interception. Nice deep ball. Very nice coverage. That was now Weeding, the cornerback, for that one. And out to Bowen. Oh, nice one. Here comes Bowen for another running game. Now, if you're Michigan, go ahead and chew more clock. If you're Michigan, you might as well want to chew that clock. 2nd and 3. Like I said, if I do not do hoop lane, I apologize for that. Deep ball, interception. Did not going to call that? Wow, what a grab. What an interception for Minnesota this time. That was, wow. What a clutch catch. I think they're going to call it put 1 foot down. That was a clutch interception for Minnesota. But if this is definitely Minnesota's time to get themselves back in this game. Commentaror deep balling it, incomplete. Deontay Zern with the coverage. 2nd and 10, 5:10 to go. And like I said, if you are Minnesota, you need to get some points on the board. 2nd and 10, hand off to Duarte, stump. Nice jump from Michigan. 5:07 to go. If you're Michigan, like I say, 5 more minutes to play. 3rd and 16. Commentaror looking at almost interception on that one. That was rather Commentaror incomplete. He was trying to pass it to their tight end, but he got deflected. Very nice job. If you're Michigan's defense. Now, if you're Michigan, you need to chew it. All you need to do now. If you're Michigan, you need to chew it. Chew that clock, milk it. That's all you need to do. 4:50 to play. And off the Bowen stuff. 2nd and 10. Already 40 rushing attempts in today's game. Very incredible for Bolden. Even though Bolden's been having a really rough struggle in that first half, I think in my opinion, Bolden did a really decent running game today. Nice run. Nice gain of 2 on that one. Almost lost of yards on that one. Very good job on the running game on that one. Very nice job. And like I said, if you are into that rushing game, that is definitely going to help. 3rd and 8. Looking. Deep ball completes it to Commentaror for the first down. Very nice job from Michigan to at least trying to get the first down, at least to continue the chewing the clock. Trying to do it. I've seen offenses where they'll just try to chew it, but they can't get the first down. And that's not really going to help you much, especially in one-score possession games. That's not clutch-like games. You need to get the first down. So anyway, here we go. 2nd and 8. So 3:55 to go. Here we go. Rimmel. Deep ball again, but this time Mark Gruner for the first down. Like I said, they're now trying to at least try to get the passes, get the first downs, and at least trying to get some points on the board just to try to seal the deal here. Like I said, if you're Michigan, you're doing great. Bowen, nice stop though for Minnesota. Nice stop. Now it's Alder Dolan, the cornerback, his 7th tackle for the night. 3:28 for the 4 with a Little Brown Jug. Rimmel, deep balling it, incomplete. But now 3rd and 16. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if you're Michigan? You want to chew it, or you want to just go ahead and just keep going and playing it? Rimmel, looking. Incomplete. Now it's going to be the clock will stop at 3:19. Now, if you're Michigan, you want to get the field goal team on. Now, this was a little deep, right around the 50-something yard range around that. So let's see if they get it. Going for a nice kick. Is he going to get it, though? Yes, got it. Right to the net. 27-3 Michigan. The 2nd field goal of the night. This one's a 50-yarder, by the way. Very nice kick. And I think that still seals the deal that Michigan's going to win the Little Brown Jug for today's game. Nice return. Down to 26. 3:10 to play. And like I said, if you're Minnesota, you need to start scoring something at least. So here we go. Here comes Commentaror. Completes it. But still, you need to keep moving. You need to keep rolling. If you're Minnesota, if you want to win this game, which I don't think is possible at this point, you're behind 24 points. I don't think you can ever score 24 points in 3 minutes in the fourth quarter unless you're Tom Brady or something. Nice little stop on that handoff. That was the free safety, Vinny Harmer, the 6th tackle of the night, which I don't know how many tackles he did tonight, but he did a really good, decent play. So 3rd and 9, this formation, I think Michigan's going to shut it down. Oh, Kozar's going to turn right this time. Going for a deep ball, incomplete. Very nice job. If you're Michigan, you need to make stops like that. So this is it. This is your ball game. And I think this is it. Second and 3rd and 4th and 10. Down he goes. That's a sack, a 3 and out. What a stop, but we got an injury. Turnover on downs. That is a left tackle elbow tendonitis for 3 weeks. And he is probably going to sit on the bench for that one, but that is it. 2:31, and like I said, if you are Michigan, you just need to chew the clock. That's all you need to do. Hand it off. Nice run. Down you goes. Down, gain of 4. 2:26. Here we go. 2:26 to go. Hand out to Bowen. Nice gain of 3. 3rd and 3 on the play. Almost a 2-minute warning. Rimmel trying to pass it. Incomplete. 3 and out. 4th and 3. And now for the final field goal, in my opinion, make it 30-3. This is a chip shot. Almost blocked. It's good. Almost got it. That could have been a flag if they would have had it, but that was very nice defense. And now a 2-minute warning for Minnesota to take care of business, but I don't think that's going to happen. But very nice defense for Michigan today's game. Very good job. You know, a total of 4 turnovers in my opinion. 1:55 to play. Down their own 14. 1st and 10, man in motion. Cozart completes it. Wow, what a stiff arm. Another spin move. Nice first down for Minnesota. That was very decent. Very nice job. Very nice job for the first down. Very nice job. And like I said, if you can get that kind of stuff going, you can at least take care of it. So 1st and 10, 1:50 to play. And here we go. 1st and 10, 1:50 to play. And here we go. Cozart looking. Deep balling it. Could have been picked off. 1:45 to play. 2nd and 10 coming up. That looks like a shotgun formation. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And I think it's a tight end moving to the left. Cozart looking. Going to the left. He's going to roam to the right. Looking. Deep balling it. Got it. It's Hartman. He's got it for the touchdown. Touchdown, Minnesota. Where was this all game? What a touchdown for Minnesota. He's going to turn to the right. I mean, that was a desperation pass if you ask me. That was some Aaron Rodgers pass right there. Just deep balling it. Just straight up to Hartman like that. That was a gutsy call. Made it wide open like that. That was a total of basically 85 yards, I think. That's an 85-yard pass touchdown. I gotta look and see. The extra point is good. I gotta see how far that pass was, but that was incredible. That was an incredible touchdown there. That was great. Now an onside conversion. I mean, that was incredible. I mean, I don't know where the coach was really thinking why you want to do that, but that was a great pass. But anyway, onside conversion. Going to the left, he was going for a blitz. Here we go. Deep balling it. Incomplete, out of bounds. He just threw it away, which I don't know why you want to throw it away on a especially important play like that. But 1:25 to go. If you're Michigan, you just go ahead and chew that clock. Chew that clock if you wanted to. Man in motion. Hand out to Bowen. Nice dump. No game to play, but at least keeps the clock rolling. But Minnesota's going to call a second timeout. So now a different player, all wide receivers to the left, which is crazy. Here goes the handoff. Nice handoff. Now one more timeout. 1:17 to play. And like I said, if one more first down, I think that's it. I think that's it. And like I said, I'm probably not gonna do Hoopland yet, but I will do Hoopland tomorrow if I do it, because I've been very tired today. I've been going through a lot today, and I've been really busy. So like I said, I'm probably going to do Hoopland tomorrow. But College Hoops will be tomorrow. I'll be doing a few games tomorrow on that. Like I said, enjoy some football today. Might as well, right? Today is Friday night, so there you go. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan is going to walk out here with a Little Brown Jug. And final timeout is being called, but I think it's not going to matter. That final timeout's not going to matter because they're going to try to take a field goal, a 50-something yarder. I don't know how far this one is, but it's a deep ball one. Here we go. Kick is up, and it is good, right on the middle. 3 for 4 for field goals, 33-10. But guess what? Michigan is going to walk away with the Little Brown Jug for 2025 for this season for the touchback. Very nice job for the Little Brown Jug, and very nice job for Michigan for just trying to at least do their offense. Wait, Minnesota, where are you coming from? McLaurin. He's like, oh, we're not gonna. That never said I had to right there. Where was that all first half? But we got an injury. Mounts will be the left defensive end. He'll be out for this week. But 25 seconds to go. That was a nice pass on the left. I mean, look at this again. Offensive line blocked, made it wide open, and now they're in a very good position to at least score something before the end of the first half. But the clock is still moving. No, actually, they're not because of the injury. That's right. So, injury timeout there. Here we go. Man in motion. Cozart looking. Down he goes with a sack, and I think that's it. Michigan is going to walk away with a Little Brown Jug with a spectacular fashion. Wait, what was that pass? Okay. Minnesota is like, all right, let me go ahead and get a snap out, which I think you should have done is put a spike in there at least. Cozart completes it, but not enough. 4th down, and that is it. It's game over. That's it. Michigan's gonna walk away with the Little Brown Jug. I don't know why you want to do a short game passes for 2 downs, but that is it. Michigan has walked away with the Little Brown Jug, and for this year. But Minnesota's definitely been doing really good performance-wise for their passing yarding game, and I will say that their rushing game for Minnesota's been making themselves having a hard time, and the Minnesota and Michigan have been made as a very competitive game in the first half of this game. Kendrick Mouse-Olsby, who's going to be your player of the game, 8 tackles, 3 tackle for loss, 4 sacks. And here's your players. I'm just going ahead and let you show them because I'm going to condense this stream a little bit. But here you go. 1 for 2, not the best for him. Same goes for Michigan, for Sol Ramel. He's been having a rough night. But I will say that both guys have really near the closest of the same ratings, which is not good. It's a very competitive game, which I still think is an instant classic. For that first half, Minnesota only allowed 10 points. Not a lot of teams in the past few weeks ever accomplished that competition. So, taken as it may, this was a really good game in general, just for the fact that at least the Smash Mouth football was shown. So even though it was pretty much a 23-point lead, 23-point deficit win for Michigan. So 23-point spread to be exact. But yeah, here you go. But very good job for this team. A very nice job. And very much in general, I gotta say, this defense for Michigan has been really good. I will say that, Matt Salvy's been really good with sacks. I mean, Matt Salvy has definitely been really good, and Whedon did a really phenomenal job. Bodine did a really good job with interception games. But at the same time, Nolan did 2 interceptions. And like I said, if Minnesota has definitely a guy to keep an eye on. Donald is definitely that guy to really help him. And he's a sophomore, like I said. He got a couple more years to stay for Minnesota if he wanted to. But definitely one of those teams. Minnesota's definitely one of those rebuild teams that in the next couple of seasons, I wouldn't be surprised if I see them in the next couple seasons where Minnesota can really turn themselves around. Same with Michigan. They're having their rough time with their field goal games, but definitely will say that they're, at least Michigan is trying to show that they're really been worthy of getting at least a ranking which today's game was definitely shown that they have earned it. Which, if you're Ramel, it may not have been the best game, it's been the roughest passing game, but at least you did your best, at least getting passes, getting first downs, and at least trying to get Bowden, which he's been doing spectacular. 151 yards, 48 attempts, 3 average for a touchdown. Very good game for him. At least it was something, and at least it was better, at least, than what he